could benefit this booth and a lot of the booths around the area because they have a full weekend, then a day, and then the 4th of July. Here's an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weatherboy?
On the tour, I rack some mileage. Man, that's Houston, Austin, Dallas. Woo! They said we grinding overtime. Man, I said that's Pusha T and Malice. Woo, woo, woo. I got a shot and I'm shooting. Ay, might pay to run with the music. Ay, I heard some labels recruiting. Man, I think they think that we stupid. Wow, shout out the homies who moving. Man, wifey the reason I do it. Ay.
Welcome, welcome all to Patti Fleece. Starting off tonight, we have a 5-way scramble. Coming to the ring first, he is rockin' Randy Rebel.
Last night, the little angel came pumping on my throat. He said, "Come, baby, got a license for love, and if it expires, pray help from above, because in the midnight hour, she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. Wow, in the midnight hour."
And his opponent, a man he has a lot of history with. Former junior champion, Kevin Bast. The third participant in this matchup, Joshua Lockhart.
Sleepless nights, losing
next, he is the Mountain, Ichi. And the final participant in this matchup, he is the Rhino Gorilla, Jamarco West.
I take you on a trip down memory lane. This is not a rapper, I'm slinking crack or moon cocaine. This is cul-de-sac and plenty cognac and major pain. Not the drill sergeant, but the stress that weighing on your brain. It was me, El Boogie, Yang and YG Lucky. Ride down Rosecrans, it got ugly. Waving your hand out the window, check yourself. Warriors and Conan's hope euphoria can slow dance with society. The driver seat, the first one to get killed. Seen a light-skinned nigga with his brains blown out at the same burger stand with saying gout. Now this is not a tape recorder saying that he did it, but ever since that day I was looking at him different. That was back with
A match immediately starting off hot between all of these opponents here. Ichi having Lockhart on the top and Randy getting a DDT and Jamarco on the end of it. And as the chaos begins and starts to settle or finds a resting place at some point, everybody in this matchup here is fighting for an opportunity, not necessarily for a title, but for a shot for episode 100 of AMO. Gonna be at one of the biggest. We have a stat December calendar that we will run down later on in the night, but we can confirm episode 100. We are bringing back the Revolver Gauntlet. No, gosh, Kevin. Somebody check on Kevin. Over the top, hitting the apron, bouncing back inside. But we are bringing back the Revolver Gauntlet, and one of these 5 men will lock in and secure a spot, as that will lead to a future title match. But for right now, we focus on the action happening in and outside of the ring as Kevin and Lockhart teeing away. Kevin going up high. No, gosh! Nearly decapitates Joshua Lockhart just like that. Back and forth. Lockhart, grabbing a hold of that shoulder as Randy has been meeting the Rhino Gorilla on the outside. Ichi finally getting involved back into this matchup here. Joshua Lockhart taking him down. What makes a scramble match like this so difficult to mold and shape your game around is that someone is usually always free. So right now, as you can see in the ring, it is Joshua Lockhart playing the good old game of tennis, but this time he's the ball going back and forth between Kevin and Ichi, as Ichi now taking another break. But on the outside, Randy going over suplex now. Going all the way around. Lockhart rolls out of the ring, and now a punch straight to the gut. Everybody, oh gosh. Kick back once more. Lockhart still in the ring, still fighting strong. This time, no. Ichi, the one stuck in the middle. Jamarco almost decides to get invested. Instead, goes outside. Him and Randy have been teeing away. And Jamarco in this matchup, he was on overdrive last night. COH overdrive, beating the North American champion in Ricky Gelani in what was a heavy-hitting affair. But right now in the ring, Ichi, big back suplex. Now, no, looking for a kick. I think Lockhart might have stolen that kick from him. Either way, damage still being dealt out to Kevin fast. Lockhart picking the leg, but no. Ichi gets involved. The other side of the ring, Randy now in control. Jamarco rolling out of the ring. And we have a renewed history, some bad blood between Randy and Kevin, going all the way back to both of their debuts. Lockhart driving in the elbow, goes underneath, brings Ichi up and pile driver straight down to the floor and into the cover. 1, 2, and no, only a 2 count, looking over, and Kevin already with the kick out there. Jamarco getting that receipt back. And now Kevin looking to take out Jamarco, but Randy grabs a hold, low hanging suplex. Big German there. Grabbing a hold of him now, walking around. No, everybody's seemingly wiped out except for Joshua and Jamarco. Randy up now, German to Jamarco, getting all of his weight underneath it, now grabbing a hold of Joshua Lockhart. Might be sending him to the outside, hanging him out to dry. Ichi in the ring once more. No, Kevin tries to grab a hold of him. Jamarco go behind by Kevin. Everything is chaos starting off here tonight. Jawbreaker as Randy and Kevin almost working together to try to take down the monstrous threat of Ichi, sending him over the top into the outside. And a big punch back midsection. And a swinging out of such form there. Into the cover once more, no, but no, only a 1 count. Jamarco defiant in this offense, and now on the outside, Lockhart, Ichi, and Randy, as Ichi sends Lockhart all the way over, and him and Randy sort of marching to him in the ring now. I'd keep an eye as Jamarco, no, reversal in the inverted DDT. As now Kevin looking for that lightning fist from the corner. Oh no, gets him up on the shoulders instead. And a fast pin. 1, 2, and no, still only a 2 count. Grabbing a hold, going for a big overhand, but no. Everybody still involved. Half and half to Lockhart. Off the ropes, been going for that back elbow. Jamarco out the way. Randy with a drop kick. Kevin going up, and bad idea. as Randy sends him into the corner. Randy has been on a hot streak in a sense, been putting on some very tough matchups, and actually finally able to pick up a couple of, meaningful wins against the likes of Tristan Silva, who, was sort of a qualifier for this match. And now Kevin Fast, full strength on display in the spine buster to Ichi, planting him in the ring. And now into the cover here, one, but no, not even. Lockhart grabs a hold by the Rhino. Full charge horn, tip, lariat for the no. Still only a 2. Lockhart grabbing a hold deep in that heart lock, but once again, Ichi breaking it up as no one's in a fall. That regal plex there, and back of the head bouncing off the apron. Ichi stands up strong, but Lockhart gets the hand on him first, fighting out of it. Now looking over Randy, taking down Jamarco. 2 men standing in this matchup here, not looking to necessarily fight each other, as I think Lockhart might have gotten opened up on the rocker dropper. Into the cover once more, but no, not even able to get in the possession. Our ref for the evening, Tony. Punching out, Kevin grabbing a hold, Goozle going up, going down, spine buster. As Lockhart trying to send him to the outside, but Kevin remains steadfast in the ring. A couple of more strikes exchanged between everybody. Lockhart with a takedown there, wrenching away head of Ichi. As ladies and gentlemen, I have not stopped talking, and we are only in the first contest here tonight. Of course, we have a lot more action. We got title matches, the conclusion to our best of 5 series, as well as 2 more just simple sort of grudge matches, as Kevin brought to the outside, Ichi to the outside. Jamarco gets another rock dropper. But Lockhart still staring down and able to break it up. The ring awareness there could have been better. Now in the ring, Jamarco, Ichi, and Joshua Lockhart. And Lockhart up top, going for a stiff punch, moved out of the way. Ichi saving this matchup for himself. And now double underhook, elevating and dropping it down. Into the cover. 1, 2, no. Randy almost let that escape from him, and what a suplex. I've never seen people in this match with the ability to toss someone the size of Jamarco the way they have. That is just the matchup that is in this matchup, it seems. Not the matchup he's having to face here. Matchup and matchup. It's too many matchups. Lockhart in the corner, going kick to the leg, goes underneath, takedown, moving around, cut to the outside. Cameraman just scrambling to try to pick up all of this action. And now Kevin grabbing a hold, wrist clutch, and now just dropping in on the knees in the ring. Fujiwara by Lockhart. Randy getting caught, striking by Randy. Randy trying to get in, trying to tear away that separation, get close inside. again, this time Lockhart hitting the rocker dropper. This could possibly be it. Gonna have to drag him away from the ropes. Time of the essence, however, as Jamarco and Ichi both now make their way inside of the ring and break it up. It was a crucial mistake hitting that move where it was. Just might be the end. Only a 2 count. We see those knees on the outside as Ichi not able to solidify the win. Lockhart in a precarious situation. Oh, dodging the leg drop there. Will cut the head like a guillotine. As you can already see, the wound of war from Lockhart wearing it proudly. The blood cascaded on his face, sending him to the outside as Ichi is now in a vulnerable spot as all 5 men now outside with a pile driver. Ichi has to be done. Lockhart still stopping him out. Jamarco alone in the ring. Randy going up with Kevin. Kevin moving around. Grabs behind a German. So I think we had a submission on the outside. Ichi finally getting back into this matchup here. Kevin sitting inside the ring. An giant hand of Jamarco brings about silence. And Jamarco with a pile driver in the ring. Into the cover now. 1, 2. No! Somehow Kevin kicks out of it. And Jamarco looking to win it all here with a Uranagi. Usually the precursor for the horn tip. Lariat into the cover. But no, a breakup. Kevin finally back up to his feet now. Up and down for the spine buster once more. Kevin might be putting it away here. 1, 2. No. Jamarco able to get out of it. Lockhart being evasive in the ring now. Grabbing a hold. As Randy now goes to the outside. But Lockhart in the corner looking at a skull tap. Knocking loose everything inside Kevin for the 3 count as Joshua Lockhart picks up the hard-fought victory, solidifying his name in the episode 100 Revolver Gauntlet. As we now move on to our second matchup of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Come to the ring first. She is Sunshine Haruma. And her opponent, one half of Angel Dust. Bittersweet Big Daddy Eve Stokes. Matchup underway between these two women's competitors, and I think I can't commentate this matchup. I can't mention these two women without talking about the matchup that's going to come later tonight between their sort of colleagues, their tag team partners, if you will, and Melody and Tilly. But right now, Eve looking to squash the beef. With Haruma. Haruma has been very, I wouldn't know if I'd say aggressively, but has been very much so advocating against Angel Dust nearly from the very beginning, as Eve with a wicked lariat, but Haruma goes down in the spinning kick straight to the face, and now grabbing a hold. But Haruma back up in a jawbreaker, sends Eve spinning. Of course, Eve, former AMO Women's Champion, Melody, current Women's Champion, Tilly, also a former Women's Champion. I do believe, I could be misspoken. There's been a long lineage with that title. Now Haruma has never held that title, but if things don't go in Tilly's way tonight, even if they do, honestly, a win here against Eve could solidify that tag team shot. Now, at a 2 count, still fighting on all ends to maintain what many might just refer to as a status quo. Now here in AMO with Angel Dust on top is Eve stomping away at Haruma. Actively pursuing opportunities. And I feel like this is also a great time to mention, along with the episode 100 Revolver Gauntlet, we will have our first ever Women's Revolver Gauntlet as well. It'll be very interesting to see who is involved in that matchup and who can walk out champion, or not champion, but the winner of the advance to become a future #1 contender as well. And the knees lifting, pointing the finger up, and a boot straight to the face. Oh, and up top, Eve going elbow drop, but no, just goes straight onto the mat, putting it all on the line and just reluctantly having to walk away with nothing. Shot after shot sent into the apron a little bit, but a knee spear on Haruma, teeing away now on Eve into the barricade. Just dropped. Count of 7 on the outside, have to a count of 20, but neither one of these women I think, necessarily care right now. They're just teeing off at each other. As Eve calling it back into the ring, she might be looking to end it very soon. Haruma follows suit, going big with a kick and an uppercut to the midsection, going off the ropes, and another big strike. Haruma now up top. Calling her up to her feet. And goes off and I think that was just a straight up kick, maybe even just sort of the shin straight underneath the jaw of Eve. So now Eve able to recover well, stomping down at Haruma off the ropes for herself, but nothing connects. Grabbing a hold now. And jumping. Eve having to bite that bottom rope. Going up. And going down with another massive kick. Into the cover. 2. And still alive in this matchup here. Grabbing a hold now. Haruma walking over to the corner. Knee lifts back to the core of Eve. I did not necessarily think walking into this matchup that the core would be the most vital part of Eve's defenses against Haruma. I know Haruma has such wild kicking prowess, can target a limb, and hot girl stunner by Eve, nearly out of nowhere. And now, bitter, sweet ending. Looking to put away Haruma here too. No! Kick out at 2. Going for a stomp, but no, going up and down, and Eve taking a big brunt of that attack straight on. But Eve sending her to the outside. Haruma now forced to find a way to recover herself. Doing a well enough job, big kick. Down to 3 and a big knee strike once more. Eve back up, back inside the ring. These two women, they're not afraid to go outside, but they know where this competition has to end, and that is where they're looking to do it. As Haruma, big shot straight to the face. Now just hammering home punch after punch after punch after punch. And now head off the mat. Haruma looking to go up top. No, not able to connect with it this time. Having it scouted. Eve, big brain buster dropping her top of her head. Stomping away now. Into the cover now. 1, 2. No. Only a 2. Something is starting to lurk in the water between these two, and going all the way back, locking in, but no, able to get to the ropes. And sometimes I think the biggest deterrent in a matchup, going wide is yourself and just not thinking straight at points. As Eve could have dragged, locked in that submission, middle of the ring, could have found a better time to try to bust out that springboard, but now Haruma in advantage. And the same could go for Haruma with some of her riskier offensive here. It's a game of risk and reward, and both of these women looking to risk it all as right now. They are teeing away strike after strike. Haruma gets the advantage once more with a big knee straight underneath the jaw, going up to the top rope here. And oh! Haruma now looking for the cover. 1, 2. No, still only a 2 count. Haruma looking at Tony. And now going up top. Possible double foot stomp. No, looking for the knee. That was how Eve was able to win that tag match on the go home. And some more strikes teeing off over and over and over. As at this point in the matchup, your body has to hurt. Everything has to hurt. But you keep fighting. 2. No. Something's gonna have to give between these women. Stop to the midsection. Going up top. And oh, picture perfect drop kick. And into the cover. 1, 2, and no, still continuous. Off the ropes, but Haruma. Continuously teeing off. Eve now sends her to the outside. And the outside continues to be a violent place for these women. Haruma with another side kick. Eventually, I just kind of expect the result of that move to just be knocking the head clean off. But up. Trying to send Haruma stopping herself, but no, closing that pace, everything by Haruma, they're completely calculated. And he was able with a benefit in the knee. To the middle rope and a splash. Grabbing the hold. Now, ooh, stepping in on the arm. Grabbing the leg now, wrenching back. Trying to suffocate Eve, and Eve taps out. Eve has to give in. Couldn't handle anymore, and Haruma picks up the victory here this evening. Big matchup, big match itself, and a big result for Haruma. picking up the win. And Haruma walks away with the victory as we now move on to our third matchup of the evening. Coming to the ring first, he is the Franklin Stein Monster, Luke Franklin. Opponent. He is El Bruto Corvo, the Chilean God, Richard Corvo.
Como una marca en mi piel, está aquello que fundamenta mis ansias de romper cualquier frontera, pura tinta y papel. Solo música selecta, directo desde un alma que se expresa así. Venimos de donde las cosas se hicieron profe, de una manera en que ningún otro lado se ve. Unidos fuertes como un puño, hermano, nos mantiene el rap. Esta es la unión verdadera. Na 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 na.
Yeah, yeah. Si te dicen que es poco real, ¿con qué fundamento es? Nada te satisface, entonces ¿qué va a proponer? Otro hater de internet, esta letra libre fe, fehaciente es el nivel, suelta gente, afírmense. No por tener más cifras va a ser un ídolo. Tú quieres poner muros como Trump en la frontera en México y en el hip hop. Lo primero el respeto, lo segundo no envidiar a nadie, luego hacer algo en concreto. Porque mierda fingen tanto siempre frente al mic. Solo quieren ser más bitchy, son de feature price. Yo, liderar no es liberarse, criticar hoy no te hará parecer interesante. Se trata de unión, constancia y rigor, trabajo. Sabes que estás de sobra o a consulta de los pacos. Si obvias este concepto, tú estás ciego de hace rato. Perdí la fe en Dios, pero el hip hop es un milagro.
No creo mucho en Dios, pero este es el nivel. Siento cosas por el hip hop que no puedo ni entender. Como puedo creer en algo que no puedo ver. Y ahí recuerdo que amo el rap aunque no me da de comer. Porque qué sería de mí sin un papel, un boli para tatuarle con amor lo que susurra el timonel. Porque yo vengo de ron a granel, de vender discos a los chumas para poder comprar la aceite a María Esther.
And there's the bell. Two men looking to make statements. Luke Franklin starting off strong in this one. So of course, Luke Franklin has been on a lariat trying to drive the absolute air out of the chest of Corvo. He's been on a very hot streak as a late winner of Magnificent 16, but was unable to pick up the victory in that title match. Now, Richard Corvo looking to use him as an example in a way to elevate himself back into a high-level title contendership. Now going back down to the mat, Corvo. Hard-hitting El Bruto Corvo for a reason. That looping palm striking, oh gosh, even more so. Following up yet again. As Franklin up in the air and sending Corvo face first off that turnbuckle. Now, interesting submission locked in. Oh! More and more strikes from Luke Franklin getting free from that hold. Both men can be extremely brutal. Bicycle kick. As Luke likes to try to stay as agile as possible, not necessarily in an agile way, just in a highly flexible, able to sort of do some nice little kick combinations, nice little looping strikes, but you're not going to see him bust out anything extreme off of the top rope, just able to get his feet up to his chest fairly quick in another big bicycle. And now taking him down to the ground, grabbing a hold of the knee, trying to find a way to find that deviation and pushing, shoving, in fact. As now Luke Franklin up and a Kamagoye knee strike right underneath the jaw, but no, and a kick out by Luke Franklin. No, to Luke Franklin from Corvo. Speaking of twos and froms, Corvo DDT. Put a little extra stank on that one. Getting him up and dropping him right down on his head. Menace-like behavior between these two men. Setting him back into the corner now. Grabbing a hold of the arm. And again, that very unique submission. I don't even know where to begin calling that. That's not something I'm familiar with, but the back elbows by Luke Franklin seemingly have cleared himself of that once again and has cut open Richard Corvo, now hanging him out to dry. Setting him up on the rope now, going big for a boot there, but instead by battling back and forth, double under and a big shot to the face. Going slow spin out from almost a sleeper position, I think. I don't fully know. Corvo bringing out some unique offense for a 2 count. And the fans really enjoying this one. Up and down with a Fisherman Buster. Up against the ropes and a knee. Now one taking him down. Grabbing a hold of the leg and a dragon screw in return from Luke Franklin. Trying to set the stage, trying to finish the job. Attacking Luke Franklin during an interview. Going big, ducked under. Not often you see a big man like Luke Franklin necessarily play defense. But I guess when you are playing defense against someone with the capabilities of Corvo, you've got to kind of figure out ways to outsmart him. Hammering down blow after blow. But now Corvo sidewalk. And now looking. Oh, stopping in the arm. Dropping the elbows. Up and down, and a power bomb by Corvo trying to get him up, but Franklin continuously back and forth. Now back, focusing in on the arms, trying to find the best possible way to neutralize the offense of Luke Franklin. Of course, when you attack somebody, I feel like you have to at least know something about them, a bit of their history, a bit of their game plan, what they like to do, their tendencies. And it seems here like Richard Corvo has done that, focusing on the arms, trying to neutralize the punches. Of course, he hasn't fully been able to neutralize some of those back elbows and some of those kicks. Hence the reason why he's bleeding the way he is. But not able to end the match off that camel clutch. Instead going up and dropping him down. Trying to get him back up on his feet. Sending him outside. Going up. Power bombing him back down to the floor. Now getting him up and dropping him once again. This time Franklin finding it quick ways to get that kick. And sending him all the way over. And now Franklin sending him back to the outside. Taking the opportunity, clubbing the chest. Putting one and one together, clubbing the chest, getting some blood flowing back to the arm after some of the repetitive over and over attempts to nullify the arm completely. Luke getting him up in the air, dropping him down into a body slam. Now hammering him down onto the floor. Franklin waiting now. Letting the ref count. Getting him inside the ring immediately. Hanging him up, tree of woe. Driving the knees into the midsection. Punch sets up. Oh, awful waffle. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Luke Franklin picks up the hard-fought win in this matchup against Richard Corvo. Not going to let himself be made an example of. Still showing strong pace. As we move on to our fourth matchup of the evening. This matchup is the final match in the best of 5 series. And well, it's a doozy. Coming to the ring first, he is the Freak, Dazilla.
Get the fuck up. Simon says, get the fuck up. Throw your hands in the sky. Losers in the back, sipping yak, y'all, what's up? Girls, rub on your titty. Yeah. You fuck it, I said it, rub on your titties. New York City, pretty committee, pity the fool that act shitty in the midst of the calm, the witty.
Yo, shut the fuck up. Luck says shut the fuck up. Bitches in the back like crack getting cut up. I speak on behalf of them broads you call stuck up. Act like a man to get cock smack the fuck up. Pull a truck up. Luck, you know the name. Assed out in the bleachers, stay shitting on the game. I suppose what you spitting is flames. Howard, knew your crew is vaginal. I can smell the Dutch powder. Summer's Eve, I drop degrees chill. Come 4x4, lose one like Drew Hill. Stay fly till you get air sick. Now that's it. Two choices, either squeeze or pill. Now that's real.
What the fuck's going on here? Just a minute now, hold up. Sinister win the time, I diminish and finish and roll up. But I'm in a cinematized, the risky state of mind. My rap, flip, say the rhyme, shit, spectacular, run, hit, spit, bitches vernacular. Miraculous rhyme flow, backtrack to the immaculate. But knock a blast, nigga, that's fast, I'll box ya. Ladies drop your tatas, bras, titties and knockers on the floor. Ow! Fellas, pull your cock out on the verge, the splurge first.
And his opponent, representing Harlem, credited with taking the walk to Poland, he is Shek Hollow.
Y'all niggas trying to glance at the kiss, cause I walk around with your whole advance on my wrist, phoning your women, drunk off Coronas and lemon, and you know I'm still writing the mean, lighting the green. I need the buggy, even though I look right in the beam. Judge find out it's my team, he boosts they bells. Niggas throw us on their album, try to boost they sales. We put our pies on the table when our eyes on the label, cause the rednecks up in the mountains to try to slay you. Call me raspy, tell you what I want you to know. Fuck what you ask me, you probably don't want me to blow. I got a lot of horsepower, so I'm able to skip. Usually a good nigga, even though I'm able to flip. You pay 30 for the kiss, 100 for the locks. And if we cool, then I write a hook for a drop. Whatever's in the bank is my bet. A Zebo's my pet, and you can bet he'll get the legs in the net.
Yo, when my gun busts, send niggas to the fish like Swanson. New York's youngest Bumpy Johnson. I put fear in y'all heads.
The rules in this one are simple. 15 minutes on the clock. Whoever can put their opponent through the most tables in the allotted time frame wins. First, starting off, typical wrestling me, no one has immediately gone for the table quite yet. And going up and down. Shek hammering shots immediately at and trying to neutralize every part of Dazilla. Oh, a big knee there. Of course, this is the end of a best of 5 winner. We'll face the winner of our main event. Big best of for the number 1 contendership for that AMO World Championship. 2-2 Dazilla having the victory in the one-on-one and the Dazilla rules. While Shek having the victory in both the submission and steel cage matchup. Starting to get some tables involved here. And Dazilla knocking him down. Setting it up. Already on a minute and a half in. And Shek using his weight to his advantage. And Dazilla bringing him up and over. The thing that makes this such a unique and interesting matchup as Dazilla goes for the splash is that any move that these two men can do can break a table. That shoulder that he just kind of leaned up on could have broken a table. We do not have Japanese tables. We do not have hard to break tables here. We bought all of these tables in bulk. So they are going to break and they are going to be used quickly. Check in the ring. Dizilla follows suit. Oh, and a big clobbering shot, back of the head. Oh, and a first table break as Shek goes up 1-0, 3 minutes into the matchup. First table break. That's where you could have a high-scoring affair here as Dizilla going up, but Shek going around. Gonna roll out as we are gonna get another table, as I think we're gonna see just the fans chanting, "We want tables." You're gonna get all of the tables and more. And Shek being kind of mean. Dizilla just worked really hard to set up that table. He's just gonna knock it down like that. Not cool, man. But the second table, well, a second and a third table now inside. Shek rolling back to the outside as we're looking for another table. We now have 3 unbroken tables in the ring. My hope, my dream is that they are all broken very soon. I, just like you guys, love a good table. But Dizilla now fighting back into this one. He is still in the 0-1 hole. And with almost 5 minutes gone from the time limit, he's got to pick up the pace. As this is not, I don't think this is going to be a something that it is going to be a 1-0 win at the end of it. As Shek already looking, as Shek lining it up and gets the second table. Everybody gets a table. I love tables. And now 5 minutes off the clock. Dizilla doing great work inside the ring, but not meeting the win condition. He's gonna have to figure out the easiest and most effective way to put Shek through a lot of tables really quickly and dropping him down. Up in the air. Dizilla comboing up. Dizilla getting that separation. Going up and over once more. And he's looking for another table. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, but Shek up to his feet, trying to hit a mean combo. Bringing him up onto his shoulders. And he's trying to make him tap out. He's trying to break something before he breaks something. But Shek goes off the shoulders, sending him into the corner. No tables currently set up. Missing there. Dizilla puts the foot straight to the throat. going back underneath as we now have another table. There are so many tables. I don't want to hear that we don't do any hardcore matches ever again. Because look at all of these tables. Bouncing off the head. So we are over halfway through right now. Shaq winning 2-0 in this matchup. One dropping him down onto the knee, taking him back up. But this time Dizilla sending him inside the ring. Dizilla, a absolute menace. In all forms of the word, but Shaq looking to get back. I still remember vividly after he lost that title. Said he feels empty, feels not complete without it, looking to feel complete again. And spiking him down. Getting him up. And dropping him down. Into the corner now. Dizilla looking to make this a closer contest, setting him up and into the corner. 2-1. Going up to the top rope, going senton. Shaq trying to pick up that ladder, getting frustrated that he might have to deal with a closer match than he might want. And the takedown now to Zilla. Under 5 minutes remain in this matchup, taking him down. And another table, this one being set up now. Back and forth. Oh, Dizilla leaning against the table. Oh! Stomach first. 3-1 check. Up and over now. It's Dizilla grabbing a hold of the table. To the outside under 4 minutes. Oh, going for the submission attempt, looking to crank away at the back. Oh, clubbing blow to the back. And another 3 minutes left. Dizilla gonna have to put on a table clinic. On the shoulders now. And then I need to get a table set up soon. Going outside, grabbing a table. He's got to set it up, set it in, and get it ready. while making sure Shek doesn't have that same opportunity. Shek setting it up. Grabbing a hold, trying to put him through a table a fourth time. But Dazilla not allowing it to happen. Now, table might backfire this time for Shek. Deadlift off the ground. I threw the table! Pushing him off as we are close to tying it back up. All of the tables in the ring are broken. We have some tables on the outside. A minute and a half left as Dazilla trying to fight back into this one. Back elbow knocks down Shek. Table going up in the ring as we might have a buzzer beater table break, but going up in the air and back down. Oh, and the leg targeted now. A minute and 3 seconds. Coming to hold back and forth, kick to the midsection. Going up and a swinging neck breaker. Kick to the midsection, go! Going up in the air. Oh, and dropping him back down, Dazilla. Just trying to get back in this matchup at all. As the table goes up. As Shek looking to solidify. 10 seconds. No, Dazilla bringing him up in a Saito, but not to the side of the table. As there, it is Shek Hollow. Though he is busted open, bleeding in the ring and bruised head to toe, he is the winner of the best of 5. If you are a huge Dazilla fan, don't worry, he will, I'm sure, have another shot soon. But for right now, Shek Hollow gets his time to shine yet again as we move on to our next matchup of the evening.
Boost they bells. Niggas throw us on their album, try to boost they sales. We put our pies on the table when our eyes on the label. Cause them rednecks up in the mountains to try to slay you. Call me raspy, tell you what I want you to know. Fuck.
Windows.
Coming to the ring first, he is 1/3 of the pit crew, Big Ounce.
What's your name?
his opponent, the junior heavyweight champion, the High Flyer, Hank Fryer. First title match of the evening. In one corner, as I've already stated, Big Ounce. And his opponent, the champion, Hank Fryer. Two believable fan favorites. The champ coming in, making an immediate impact. His opponent, one of the most decorated men in AMO today. On the line, our newest title, still people looking to pave the way with it. Oh, at Big Ounce, having a unique road to the title, as he had to get weighed in to make sure to clarify he was actually a junior heavyweight. He was by about 2 pounds. And up and over he goes. Big Ounce were to win this title, he will be the first person to win both the pure and the junior heavyweight championship, and would also be the first person to win the junior heavyweight and the world title as well. As right now we have seen two master craftsmen going blow for blow early in this matchup here, as Hank Fryer with a DDT into the early cover. But no, an even earlier kick out. And oh! Dropping the elbow, but instead having to miss. Up and over yet again, Big Ounce, using a low center of gravity. A lot of the times in his moveset, hard to lift up. He's like a rock. But Hank Fryer able to do so, spinning him around. And the thing about Hank is just the fact, I think he's a generational, a special talent in what he can do in the ring. He can high fly, he can grapple with the best of them as well. And up and over yet again, Big Ounce reeling early and going around. DDT. And now Hank in trouble. Going for the pin. Big Ounce kicks out. Well, Big Ounce forcing that situation lockup once again. Big Ounce gets the advantage up and over and down, trying to chop away the lower base. And now up in the air, spinning him around that knee and jumping. Second time, not so lucky. But Big Ounce now, very pointed elbow drop straight to the head. Those are the types of moves that'll cut you. Into the cover now. One. No. Hank beside himself at the one. Oh, and off the ropes, triangle drop kick connects. And what amazing offense we've seen so far by Hank. I wouldn't be surprised if we were to see some even more just creative out of pocket moves. And now on the outside, Big Ounce driving elbows into the side of the neck, getting himself down, grabbing Cravat into a suplex. Spinning back, heel kick, back into his feet now. Oh, dropped down. Big Ounce jumping at him, blocking as well as he can. Working the arm. Sending Hank into the barricade. Count of 9. You have till a 20 count to figure it all out. Big Ounce stomping away in the ring. Not sure if he necessarily wants to look to find his way back outside or not. Instead, Hank just going to meet him back in the ring, but Big Ounce grabbing a hold of him, trying to send him into the corner, possibly looking for a Big Ounce bounce if he can. Hit to the leg, but no, still standing, almost looking to set it up there. Oh, picking him up, elevated dragon sleeper, and dropping him down. And now holding onto the arm, wrenching away as well. Grabbing the hold, sending him into the corner. The takedown into the corner. 1, 2, big ounce with the ropes, but a 3 count. Not even necessarily sure what the winning move was in that one. This big ounce just kind of grabbing on firmly to the ropes as we might have some unsettled business between these two men now. But for the time being, still your junior heavyweight champion, Hank Fryer. And now we move on to our next matchup of the evening. The following contest is for your Pure Wrestling Championship. Coming to the ring first, he is part of the Pit Crew, the Brass Bear, Goro Mori. His opponent, he is the Pure Wrestling Champion, the Dog of War, Donovan McNeil.
Welcome to Exit 13. I am your host, LL Cool J. You said I was finished and Father Time was to blame. You disrespected my legacy and threw dirt on my name. Told DJs he's over, he ain't spitting the same. What he says is irrelevant, hip-hop culture has changed. When I walk in the room, young boys look at me strange, as if I am a relic from some long forgotten game. It makes my blood boil, turns my eyes to flames. I built an empire, they tried to kick me out in the rain. So I called on an inner power, it's hard to explain. It's like the Holy Spirit utilizing hip-hop slang. I'm beyond the gold grills and logos on chains. Just see, I changed rap forever, I elevated the game. Launched the greatest label in the history of rap. And for 24 years, I carried it on my back. I've always shined brighter when I'm under attack. I might be down for a moment, but I always come back.
It's time for war indeed. Title on the line, Pure Championship on display. Goro Mori looking to reclaim something he has had once. Donovan McNeil looking to continue a historic Pure title reign, looking for 200 days. We're gonna be the one to stop it. Only time will tell. Let's get into the action. Tony rings the bell. Goro McNeil meet middle of the ring. Goro gets the early advantage. Oh, back elbows, reining him into the corner. Going for stomping. Oh, McNeil immediately taking him to the outside. Overhand chop as they get back inside. Going for a German back elbow there. all the way around McNeil. Grabbing a hold. Going for a suplex. Dropping him onto the mat apron. The knee lift. Grabbing a hold. Oh, and a big forearm shot there. Met by the knee. Caught once more in a headbutt now as these two men are just exchanging strikes and blows, one for one almost. As neither one, and necessarily I'd argue, has had a distinct advantage so on. If I had to give it, I'd probably give it to McNeil for some of the bigger shots, like the apron. But as a whole, both men. Oh, Alabama slam to the outside. Goro might have just tried to end it all right there, trying to put him on his stomach and reaching in double leg Boston Crab. But no, McNeil fighting out of it. And at a count of 8, sending him over. Horse till a 20 count. Goro lifting him up in the air. Oh, and Goro! Full Nelson. And now stomping away at the arm, knowing how important that can be to his game now underneath the chin. But now McNeil getting him up. And a bridging slam in his own right. But no, Goro getting underneath. Oh, and a big shot. Bridges are cool and all, but they don't mean anything in this matchup. As now Goro lifting him back up, showing the strength off. Just a whole bunch of strong boys in the pit crew dropping him down. Grabbing the hold, kick to the midsection. Going forearm strike, blocking. Oh, letting his guard down, and a cavalry of forearms into the corner. Setting him up. Oh, suplex from the middle rope. Oh, going for that chop. Caught this time by Goro. That's McNeil. Back to his feet. Oh, open hand palm strikes. Oh, and what a kick! Side of the head of Goro. There are no kick pads on, going up top rope now. Calling him up to his feet. Lethal from the top rope, and a lariat. We don't see that often. But my, oh my, what a thing of beauty to behold. Locking in that label lock. But Goro able to fight out of it. McNeil trying to maintain a distinct advantage in this one. Oh, shot there, grabbing a hold. No. McNeil getting pushed and shoved away and around, sending him to the outside, holding onto the rope, but this time McNeil able to get in. Now pulling away at the arm. Big shot going behind. Up and Goro turning around. Stakes are high. And Goro looking bare arm lariat. But Donovan McNeil still in the contest. Taking down the leg, setting up for himself, looking for that Koji clutch. This could be the end. Wrenching away underneath the chin, underneath the neck. Trying to cut off the breathing. Goro trying to scramble, trying to fold over. Able to do so. McNeil trying to kick to the midsection, going up top rope. And oh gosh, the knee drop ends it. Goro knocked out by that knee drop, can't continue. And your winner, and still your AMO Wrestling Pure Champion, Donovan McNeil. My, oh my, what a champ he is indeed. I don't know who's next. I don't know who can dethrone him. We'll have to find out in the future, but for now we move on to our tag team title match of the evening.
As if I am a relic from some long forgotten game. It makes my blood boil, turns my eyes to flames. I built an empire, they tried to kick me out in the rain. So I called on an inner power, it's hard to explain. It's like the Holy Spirit utilizing hip-hop slang. I'm beyond the gold grills and logos on chains. Just see, I changed rap forever, I elevated the game. Launched the greatest label in the history of rap. And for 24 years, I carried it on my back. I've always shined brighter when I'm under attack. I might be down for a moment, but I always.
Coming to the ring first, they are the tag team of Leon Stark and Chandler Finch. They are the Grind.
You keep calling it a crash and burn. Just wait your turn. You might have time to speak. There barely was a lesson learned. Cause it will return no favors back to me. I'm sure it tasted oh so sweet, but it was never good enough for me. I bit the tongue behind my teeth. It was never good enough for me. You say you always keep your word. Show me what you're after. I thought you promised me the world. Tell me what you're after. Don't wanna take it way too far. Cause here we are.
And their opponents, the AMO Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Comes in first, he is the Deluxe David Jamal Henderson.
Look at my face. My name is not a band. My name is never was. My name's forgotten. Hey, so glad you can make it. Yeah, now you really made it. Hey, there's only us left now. When I wake up in my makeup, it's too early for that dress. Was it and faded somewhere in Hollywood? I'm glad I came here with your pound of flesh. No second billing, cause you're a star now. Cinderella, lay on trash like you. Beautiful garbage, beautiful dress.
And his opponent, he is the Pro Wrestling Scientist, the Big Man Beater, Richie Rose. Sometimes you just can't listen to the full song, and it makes you a little sad. Tag team titles on display. Your challengers invoking their tag team rematch clause. They are the Grind, and your tag team champs signed to COH Overdrive. Cutthroat. Dave and Stark starting it off. Of course, Leon actually was able to pin the Overdrive World Champion, Hunter Quinn, last night. Can he do the same tonight? He's right now starting off strike. Oh, and strike. Oh, hand over hand. Oh, another overhand chop. Dave getting caught. DDT. Getting a first tag out to Richie Rose. Of course, tag team matches have been known to go the limit here in AMO. I sincerely doubt that this will be much of an exception. As right now, Richie up to the top rope. Diving off as Stark starts to charge at him, decides to play defensive. Now Finch in the matchup now. Finch and Rose have had some incredible not tag team action, but some incredible encounters in tag team matches. Extremely technical, extremely practical. Both members of Cutthroat known very technical. Of course, I think I'd argue that they're different types of technical wrestlers, but I think that difference what makes them such an effective team overall as well. And oh, Richie with some hops, going up and completely devastating Finch with that knee, tagging back in to the men who started the matchup. And right now, Dave all the way behind, but no, this time Stark maneuvering in that direction. Stark rolling all the way through. Finch now in the matchup with Dave, working it all the way around, applying a submission. Up and over Richie, involved now. Rolling through now, up, and Finch now showing some acrobatics displays. No, once again, Richie going up, this time blocked. In the ropes is Finch grabbing the arm, now wrenching back, putting as much torque as he possibly can on it. So I'm trying to reserve my voice a little bit in this matchup. As now Stark looking cattle mutilation, but in the ropes. Breaking the hold, pushing away. Stark. And the tag back to Dave. Dave swinging with a furious back elbow. Getting him up. Grabbing a hold, looking possibly flatliner there, but instead Dave now getting the takedown. Just open palm strike straight to the head, tagging in Richie. I know, big over forearm strike. Now ref counting on the outside. Richie joining him outside now, sending him into the barricade. As ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind everybody watching, we still have 2 matches after this one. So Richie at a count of 7 deciding to get back in the ring, utilizing that barricade. Stark playing to the fans. Don't know if that's necessarily the best idea in a tag team title match. And oh! Last shot straight to the face of Richie Rose. 1, 2, and no, just the 2 count as he breaks up the pin. Finch coming in, trying to break it all the way up, and oh. Richie. Back elbow after back elbow, up and over, trying to put together a nice plan. Comboing up the suplexes there, tagging back in David Jamal. Fun fact about Dave, he has never been suplexed. Never will. Oh, break that big spinning mid-sole kick. As trying to drag Dave over to the corner, but Dave fighting out of it. Hoisting him to the top and dropping him down. And the boot. Working him all the way down to the mat now. And getting that tight, holding all the rolling all the way through. As Dave, so experienced when it comes to some of these movements, when it comes to his kicking, when it comes to his mannerisms. Born and bred to be a champion of some sort of kind, and right now he's the tag champ here in AMO. Him and Richie are two of the best singles competitors in this business nowadays. Of course, Richie Rose's dad actually working with Fireball now, helping train the next generation. But for right now, ooh, big back elbows there by Chandler Finch, comboing up continuously. And oh, taking him down. And sending him over into the corner. Oh, and big shot to the back of Dave. Dave sent to the outside. Oh, and a German by Dave, spinning him around, and oh, what a lariat to follow up. Tagging it back in, Richie Rose. Stark sending Rose into the corner. Rose now sending him headfirst into that turnbuckle as well. Wrenching the face off of the ropes. Now wrenching the face again. Rose treating him like Jake Paul, Anderson Silva. Second round. Now Dave back in the ring. Sending him into the corner as Leon has just been absolutely drained at this matchup. And that big boot. Size 14, I assume, of Dave. Meets the face, and that could have been it right there. But the takedown. Oh no, dragon twist cutter into the pin. 2. Stark looking to end it there, but no. Oh gosh, and what a overhand just chop, putting Richie in a daze. The miscommunication there working to the benefit of Cutthroat. And now Dave grabbing him from behind, trying to send him once more. Connecting, big shot there. But Stark. No, roll through, Dave. Into the cover now. 1, 2, no. Oh, with the code red. Tagging in Richie, Chandler Finch. Once again, having the opportunity to square off, and Richie almost picks up with the win, almost seemingly out of nowhere. Jumping on top of the head. Tagging in Stark. But Richie's continuously finding new and inventive ways. Different timing, different places to hit some of the most key moves in his offense to wear the Storm down. No! Going fully around. Tagging in Finch. Grabbing the leg and a kick straight underneath. And a kick back. Caught. Oh, spin out. And now Dave picking him up. Package. Pile driver. One. No. Broken up. And now Dave having Finch down on the mat. Wasn't able to end it with a package. Pile driver. No, kick to the head. Regardless. Oh, stomping at the hand still. Now Richie back in his position. Now Dave. Taken down once more, Chandler Finch in position here. Oh, and driving the knee into the side of the skull, picking him back up. Setting him up for the tag. Tag team offense here. And now Stark off the ropes, but no, caught by Finch. Picking him up, man. Down onto his own partner. And blowing him a kiss. Oh, that's not the kisses you want to get. But Dave already back up to his feet. Rolls through. And picks 1, 2, 3. Cutthroat. Retain. Chandler Finch just turned his back to the grind. And the wealthy benefactors are David, Jamal Henderson, and Richie Rose, Cutthroat Inc. And I'm stunned. Coming to the ring first for the AMO Wrestling Women's Championship. They are the Matt Demon, Tilly Barker, opponent, the AMO Wrestling Women's Champion, Melody Psycho. So you can see another title on display. Melody looking to continue what has already been a historic reign against the Matt Demon of Tilly Barker. Earlier in the night, Angel Dust took a loss against Haruma. Melody now looking to avenge that. But Tilly looking to become champion. As this matchup now on, and immediately Melody off the ropes and a clear elbow straight to the back of the neck for Tilly. As if we're trying to make quick work of our opponent, that might just have to be one of the best ways to do it. But Melody already ending up on the outside. And I'm scared for Tilly when it comes to this sort of strategy of immediately taking Melody to the outside, as Melody, I believe, seems more comfortable, or not as comfortable, as Tilly inside of the ring. One is known as the Matt Demon for a reason. Melody getting back inside the ring early on this one. Oh, but wanting to go back to the outside as Tilly flexing. Just continuing to walk and scout around the ring. Back inside, big shot to the midsection. As Melody looking to combo up some strikes and immediately meets another big hand. Tilly on display now, but no, plans thwarted as Melody going up and connects Hurricane Rana. Melody now working a slower pace, possibly trying to force Tilly to reveal too many cards at once. Tilly smart enough to maintain composure as Melody looking for a pin and only one count. And while, that is clearly not the result or even close to the result, that is making your opponent extend energy, extend effort that could have been used in far better ways than a one count. But right now, Melody continuously on display, and a kick. Kick continues to rattle off. Grabbing the arm now, just stepping on and stepping through, boot under boot. And now into the corner, Melody. Oh, almost catching it back, but Melody grabbing the leg, flipping underneath. And now into the cover, 1, 2. Just the 2. It's Melody. Oh! And a beautiful knee into the Kawada-like kicks. Up to the top of the rope now. Going for diving headbutt. That's Tilly in advantage, but no, kick to the midsection now. Getting off the shoulders for a chop block, back of the knee. It's been something we've seen fairly consistent tonight, as everyone seemingly has something along those lines scouted. But Melody standing after the enziguri, comboing up some strikes, grabbing DDT. Dragging Tilly back up to their feet. Oh, grabbing a hold, back suplex. 1, but no rope break. This time Tony sees it. And drag. Over, grab, Tequila Sunrise. Spilled to the outside. And oh! German. But a dragon screw. And oh! That knee. And another one. Comboing up. Patti rolls back in the ring. Breaks the count, sends Tilly in first. Like a cup bearer. And the Psycho Driver. 1, 2, 3. And Melody picks up the win here tonight. And still your AMO Wrestling Women's Champion, Melody Psycho. Haruma picked up a great victory here tonight. Tilly comes up short. As now we move on to our main event of the evening. That's sure something.
Well, happy Festivus. What is that? Is that the pole?
George, Festivus is your heritage. It's part of who you are.
That's why I hate it. It's a big dinner Tuesday night at Frank's house. Everyone's invited.
George, you're forgetting how much Festivus has meant to us all. I brought one of the cassette tapes. Read that.
I can't read it. I need my glasses.
You don't need glasses. You're just weak. You're weak.
Leave him alone!
All right, George. It's time for the Festivus Feats of Strength.
Get it off! Don't face of strength! Festivus!
We had some good times. And now just...
first, he is the Pillar. And your challenger this evening, Kenji Kobayashi. AMO Wrestling World Champion, Mr. Natty Light Heavyweight, the Human Hangover. And Prince pregame, 1/3 of the pit crew, Mike Rummy.
Love me now, I think I'm being brittle. Flex the rainbow, bang it like some Skittles. Gravy, why you out of pocket? Stop it. Oh no. I'm getting money, gravy, crocky. Never take a L no more. Never take a damn thing slow. All I know is chase this dough and get money. Never gonna take no loss. Never gonna lose my soul. Chase this and get money, get money, get money. Get money. Probably into the early morning. Get money. Yeah, I live a fast life. Yeah, you know I live a fast life. I don't got a type, baby, I'm the cash type. Still getting dividends from a past life. I get your daddy's net worth on a bad night, cause I act right. Yeah, rockin' rig.
Title on the line here tonight. This is our main event of the evening. We have 3 major events coming in December. But who will walk into those? Your AMO World Champion. With the Pillar, Kenji Kobayashi, or the Booty Schmacka, Mike Rummy. Mike beat Kenji for that belt. But it's hard, no matter who you are, to beat someone twice. Matchup underway, meeting, and immediately Mike Rummy with a belly to belly. He is a power light heavyweight. Unlike Hank Fryer, you're not going to necessarily see him go up top, try to bust out some of these incredible, spectacular moves. He will certainly do some of the stuff like that, but it will mainly be on the ground. But I didn't want to cut myself off. That drop kick by Kenji could tear a house down. Now Kenji up in the air, dropping Mike down hard, going straight up. As you could see Kenji looking for that double arm chop to the chest. Instead, Mike was able to get the takedown with a clothesline. That's one of the major differences in this match. We saw it early in the first one. We're going to see it again, and that's the speed. Kenji just isn't as fast as Mike, but to counterpoint, while we do see a lot of heavy lifting from Mike, I don't think he's necessarily as strong as Kenji either. And that's going to play into both how they handle their offenses. Mike, against any other light heavyweight, might just be the strongest. Kevin Fast also fairly strong. Hank Fryer also very strong. Big Ounce also very strong. But Mike might be a different breed when it comes to that. Rolls through underneath, but not able to fully capitalize. And now Kenji stomping the head, moving around. Oh, just wrenching out the face, but our ref Tony sees the foot underneath the rope. Mike now just kicking, doing everything he possibly can. Workman up, rolling through, still Mike not able to connect. But one thing about it is it doesn't seem like Kenji necessarily has that move scouted. He just hasn't been able to fully connect with some of his offense yet. And Mike now going back bread and butter, going keg stand up in the air, and now wrenching away. Away now, doing absolutely everything he can in his power and in his might to wrench away even more. And now Kenji up in the air, but no, Mike going back around, grabs the waist and goes for the suplex. Into the cover now, one. No, not even really. And now you can see the strength of Mike Rummy just clearly on display with a suplex like that, as Mike and Kenji know who the next contender is, with Shaq Hollow winning that best of 5. And spiking him down. Kenji has been able to capitalize with that move a couple of times now. But now grabbing him, going all the way underneath, lifting him up, and about to spike him down once again. The shoulders can't handle any more damage at this point. But getting back up, looking for a lariat, not able to fully connect in this way. Mike Rummy able to connect with his own. Now calling Kenji back up on his feet. Well, going belly to belly, but no, this way Kenji just clobbering, punching in at the head, and takedown, and continuing to do so. Ducks underneath it. Pig kick straight to the face. And now Kenji into the cover, 2. And no, only a 2 count there. Nearly able to escape off of the kick. As we've seen, the thing about these two men is they've won so many matches. They've completely proven themselves by capitalizing and winning with any move that they possibly can. Not because they have to, but just simply because their other opponent will stay down till the count of 3. I believe Kenji won one of his first titles, or he retained a title with a moonsault. He's won a title with an abdominal stretch. Any move that he can do is lethal, so a kick to the head, like we just saw, while might seem different for most competitors, it is completely on brand for someone with the vicious vernacular. Vernacular means words, but the vicious actions and impact that Kenji has. And Mike, we usually see him finish with that Frick Buster, trying to set Kenji back up on his feet, spinning around and a punch straight to the face. And I believe Kenji might be busted open. The fans now cheering for both men in this competition, getting the knees up for that second senton. And oh, Luthez hammering away at the face now of Mike Rummy. Grabbing a hold. Lariat! Holding down for the cover. 1, 2. No! No! So close. And not able to connect. And now going up top rope. Body splash by Kenji. As you see, submission locked in. But Mike able to pull himself around and push himself off. Both feet. Oh, but grabbing it. Oh, and what a knee! The head of Kenji whiplashing backwards and off the mat in a way that is sickening. Sending him over. And what on earth is Mike looking for here? Unfolds powerbomb! Into the cover. 1, 2, no! Mike upset with Tony, saying it's a 3. And I hate to agree. I think Mike might just be right. That couldn't possibly be any closer. Frick Buster, this has to do it. 1, 2, no! Somehow Kenji exploding out of the cover. Drop kick by locked by Mike, grabbing at the legs now. Deadlifting, putting all of his strength and power behind it for the power bomb. Kicking away. Kenji still in it. Getting him up. Burning hammer position. Dropping him down. 1, 2, 3. And Kenji Kobayashi becomes the second ever 2-time AMO World Champion. Kenji having a rough past couple of months, losing the championship. Waited a month for his rematch before capitalizing, cashing in that rematch clause. And new AMO Wrestling World Champion, Kenji Kobayashi. Mike Rummy won't be without title for long. I can just feel it. But this, ladies and gentlemen, has been AMO Wrestling. We will see you next time for more AMO Wrestling.